All right, so this is an example of the ballots. I actually created a folder with all of my voting bracket forms just to keep myself organized. And for each ballot, I used the same format. So I included the header from that day's Canvas lesson. I included the names of the poems. Students would put their names and their class period, and then they would vote for their poem. They would explain why they voted for it, and then they would include their favorite lines from the poems. I also created a spreadsheet just so I could check individual student work with the voting. And of course, if you want to see what it looks like in preview mode, this is what it looked like on the student end. So pretty simple. And not anything terribly time consuming, but enough to make students justify their answer and to think about, why are you choosing this poem and why did it get your vote? And once I established a template, it was pretty easy just to make a copy and then update it for the next round of poem voting so that I didn't have to reinvent the wheel each time. So that's how we did our ballots. And again, as I shared in the blog post, I did not post the link to the ballot in the Canvas lesson because kids are going to be kids. They're going to click ahead and sometimes rush through things, especially middle schoolers. So we would read and listen to the poems, the videos of the poems together first. I'd give them a couple of minutes to process it, and then I would send them the link to the ballot or the Google form through their Canvas email. So that's how I did it. It was really pretty easy. I definitely encourage you to use a system similar to this to do your voting. And again, give them time to read the poem and process it. I just think most students, without some scaffolding of that nature, may just rush through the activity and not really read and enjoy the poems and think about the choices that they're making in the voting, because they are teenagers and sometimes they're impulsive, and most students maybe need just a little extra support in participating in the way that you want them to in the March Madness poetry. So that's how we did it.